There are approximately 17 unique species of macaw birds in the wild and in captivity today. All these birds are part of the Cetacea family, which translates to true parrots. This parrot family further splits into two subfamilies, the Cetacea and the Araneae, or Old World and New World parrots, respectively. Old World parrots include the Grey Parrot, the Cape Parrot and the Senegal Parrot, which are found primarily in Africa. In contrast, New World parrots include 6 genera of macaw birds that live and roam in Mexico, Honduras, Brazil and other nations in Central America and South America. These birds include the Scarlet Macaw, the Blue and Gold Macaw, the Green Wing Macaw, the Red-Shouldered, or Hahn's, Macaw, and the Harlequin Macaw. Unlike their Old World cousins, these all have bright feathers in varying shades of green, blue, yellow, gold and red. While these colors are very vibrant and attractive to humans, these colors allow macaw birds to camouflage themselves in the green leaves of the Amazon rainforest and other forests that they call home. These birds are long-lived. Their lifespan can reach up to 60 years or more, even in the wild. They are playful birds and will use their feet, beaks and tongues to explore new objects. The Hyacinth Macaw is the largest of all parrot species. It can reach up to 3 feet long and weigh up to 4 pounds. There are over 17 different species of this bird, many of which are at risk for extinction. The blue and gold and hyacinth species of these birds are native to Central America and South America. They can be seen in the wild in such countries as Mexico, Honduras and Brazil. Their unique feathers and bright coloring help them blend into the Amazon rainforest and their other natural habitats. These birds generally live in monogamous pairs but also form families of up to 30 in one flock. They generally settle into the crevices within tall trees or live on cliffsides for protection. They have also been known to dig out depressions in riverbanks or other hills made from soft earth. These are generally playful and happy birds. Their owners have described them as clowns or jokers. They are highly social creatures both in the wild and in captivity. Many dwell with families where they have more humans to interact with on a regular basis. If they are hand-fed from an early age, then they will become attached to their owners. In the wild, these are curious birds. Scientists and enthusiasts have observed these birds playing with new objects. They will often toss new things into the air and catch them with their beaks or their feet. They also will lick and taste the object to try and get more information about it. While these birds bond in pairs, they also typically seek to form larger flocks of 30 to 40 or more birds. Increased numbers serve to protect themselves from humans, snakes, larger birds, jaguars and other threats. Macaws often shriek or let out loud noises to communicate with or to warn their flock mates. In captivity, they like to learn words and will practice new vocabulary until they master it. As you can imagine, the average size, weight and wingspan varies widely from species to species. The largest examples are part of the Era genus. This group includes the Hyacinth Macaw, which has a wingspan between 3 and 4 feet and weighs up to 4 pounds. It is also more than 39 inches long. The smallest species is the Red-Shouldered Macaw, scientific name Diopsittaca nobilis, which is also known as the mini macaw. These birds weigh only 5.8 ounces and only 12 inches long. The Hahn's macaws and noble macaws that make up this species are almost identical in appearance. However, the Hahn's has a black upper mandible. These birds normally nest in the knots or crevices in tall rainforest trees. Some species also make their homes in rotted-out trees on the savannas and plains in South America. Other species will opt to nest on rocky cliffs for protection, while some will choose to dig out an area in a riverbank. Macaws primarily eat fruit as their main source of nutrition. However, they do also fly to grassy areas in search of seeds or nuts. Their strong beaks are capable of cracking almonds, Brazil nuts and other similar nuts. Nuts' higher caloric value and fat content is important to the larger species like the Hyacinth Macaw. Macaws reach sexual maturity between 2 and 10 years depending upon the species. At that time, they will typically pair up and bond with another bird in their flock. Most clutches have between 1 and 4 eggs. If reproduction is successful, then females will generally wait 2 years to mate again. The eggs normally incubate anywhere between 24 and 28 days depending upon the type of macaw. Chicks will typically remain in the nest under their parents' protection for up to 3 months after hatching. At that point, they will often stay with their parents and siblings for a year and then head off to find their place in a flock. A macaw's lifespan varies significantly based upon its species. For example, the blue and gold macaw will live up to 35 years in the wild. In comparison, the green wing and scarlet macaws have a lifespan between 70 and 75 years. Overall, these birds average 60 years in the wild, but some individuals do survive into their 80s and beyond. The macaw population varies significantly depending upon which species you evaluate. Some species, like the Spix macaw, are extinct in the wild. In fact, less than 200 of these birds left in captivity worldwide. In contrast, there are believed to be at least 10,000 blue and gold macaws left in the wild. This species is labeled as least concern because its numbers, while still declining, have remained relatively stable over the last decade. Other species, like the Hyacinth Macaw, are endangered and considered threatened. There are only an estimated 6,500 specimens of these birds left in the wild. Similarly, there are only about 2,000 scarlet macaws left in the world.